am a first-year teacher. I actually graduated in December. I chose Clarke as my undergraduate. I am a non-traditional student. I have a very large family and they're all busy, and so I knew I wasn't going outside of Dubuque, and Clarke's education department came very highly recommended by people I know in the Dubuque Community School District already. So I chose to go there for my undergraduate, and they make the graduate program so easy because I could do so many of my graduate credits along with my undergraduate.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Dubuque, so I went to Clarke after hearing about their education program for my undergrad. And just like Jess, I had, I think, 15 credits before I graduated with my undergrad. And at that time, I was really considering not going for my master's because I thought, I'm going to be a first-year teacher, why do I need my master's? And then a professor at Clarke at the time said, Melanie, when have you ever done 1/3 of anything? And I was like, yeah. And then so I decided to keep going, and I'm glad I did.
I am a science teacher and an at-risk teacher. I started the master's program with Clarke mostly through the idea that we were posed with the idea of the gold program, and I thought it was a really great way to be able to pursue my master's in education, but also have it be some meaningful content that aligned with what I was already expected to do with my district through professional development.
Before I was an instructional coach, I taught English. And when I was deciding on how to pursue my master's, the flexibility of the MAE Gold program certainly appealed, and then also that it was, through Clarke, a very reputable school, and that we were working in conjunction with them so that the work that we did in class was not entirely separate from the work that we were doing in our buildings and on a daily basis.
I think the first barrier that I was leery about was just the time commitment of an MAE program. A full-time teacher, a full-time mom and wife, and another baby on the way. Wanted to make sure that it was a program that I could feasibly do, but also not feel like I was being taken away from my classroom and from my students. What I've been excited to see is that the program itself aligns exactly with what I've been doing in my classroom already, and it offered a lot of freedom to be able to make that program fit my classroom, which was really helpful. Also, having the online component to the program has been a lifesaver. I can do all of my schoolwork at home after my son goes to bed, and I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything either while I'm at work or I'm at home. I'm able to be a teacher, a student, and a wife and a mom, and it all works together.
Yeah, I stopped for 1 year, and that was my biggest challenge. I stopped for 1 year because I thought that I wasn't going to be able to teach and go to school. And then I started back up, and now that I'm in classes and teaching, it's all so integrated, and it's not two separate things. I'm doing it all.
Yeah.
A lot of my work through the Clarke program has been focused on the at-risk education, and I have used that to kind of change our curriculum that we use with our at-risk students, fully implementing a soft skills instructional strategy approach where we work with students each week on building their soft skills that employers look for and kind of helping to reach those deficits that they possess when they come into our program.
So a lot of the research that I did mirrored a lot of what I was already doing as an instructional coach, and just as a way that has spilled forward into my current work. We just did a school-wide survey asking kids important questions about climate and culture, and the whole process that we did of asking those specific questions and then compiling them and putting all that information together was exactly what we did for the action research. And I would say that all of our work, there hasn't been the separation from the classwork to my daily work.
So I'm researching a lot about how to increase independent stamina, which is really what I'm doing for an hour and 30 minutes of my day.
One of the classes I took was on brain-based learning, and what I liked so much about the class was we kind of got to choose the avenue of brain-based learning that we wanted to research and study that kind of applied to our learning. My mom was an elementary school principal, and I swore I didn't want to do that ever in my life, but there's parts of me that now think maybe in my lifetime, maybe I might want to do that. I I don't know. That's $1 million question. I don't know that I have an answer for it.
I think I'll always be a lifelong learner. So just continuing to read books and research and use the skills and strategies I got from Clarke. But I think down the road, I see myself just contributing to the teams that I'm on and collaborating with colleagues.
I would say I'm already doing things with the education that I've gotten in terms of my daily practice, that I really feel like I've grown in my understanding of so many different topics, and so my ability to do my job has been enhanced.
Yeah, I would completely agree. I don't look to use my degree from Clarke to move up the ladder or anything like that. I fully intend to keep doing exactly what I'm doing, but this program has allowed me the opportunity to dive more into the research-based practices that help me to be a better teacher.
I feel like just sign up. There's so many people that are considering getting their master's, they're looking at other programs, and I think meet with someone at Clarke about signing up and understanding the process and how much it costs, and then considering your options from there.
I think the only thing to add to that is the part about the Clarke grad program is that classes are 8 weeks. Most classes are 8 weeks, so they go pretty quickly, and before you know it, you have a class done. And so in a semester, you can finish at minimum 2 classes, and that's 6 credits you got checked off and ready to move on. So it goes so fast, I think.
You have flexibility in terms of getting those assignments done on your time, so absolutely just jump in.
Yeah, and not only just jump in, but being aware that the program itself, it wasn't just one other thing that you had to do. It really directly aligned with what you wanted it to do, which I thought was pretty great. There were a variety of class offerings that you could find and tailor them to make them fit what you were trying to already do in your classroom, which really, for me, was actually very beneficial. I was worried that I'd be taking a bunch of classes that had no application to what I do, but I can honestly say every class that I've taken, there has been a direct takeaway that I've applied in my classroom.
I don't know. I love what I'm doing. It took me a really long time to make the decision to do what I'm doing, and I don't know. I love it. Every day is a challenge, but it's fun.